Hi, welcome to Versus, where we watch 2 TV shows so you don't have to. Today we have... I'll be honest, the real connection to this is one's quite a happy show, one's quite a sad show. Try and guess which one's which as we go through. Yeah. Starting with the Sunshine Rainbow Monster. I kind of picked this one because I quite like detective... Well, I like fucking Columbo. Right. I like Seven. I like sort of. And if I ever Googled nice, cool detective animes or like thriller animes or mangas or whatever, Monster always comes up. But I've never seen a good stream of it. Okay. And it should be one of those things it's only showed up on Netflix. And I'll be honest, that's why I picked it. But I knew sort of it was about murder and detectives. But
was it about murder?
That's all I knew going in.
Yeah, or detectives. I didn't get any murder, any detectives.
Well, there was clearly murder.
There was a murder.
Right.
But
also, Mark watched these about an hour ago, and I watched these like a week ago.
Yeah.
So,
but I didn't get any murder detectives. But anyway, we'll go into them.
Actually, there is one thing.
And we'll talk about
the
handshakes. It was a handshake right at the start, right? So this is pretty much the first thing that happened. I was writing my notes and I started writing some stuff. And the handshake was like this. Just don't shake my hand yet. And he went like this.
I don't remember that. Not the special.
No. It was more him just being weird. It wasn't the special granddad handshake, which we can't disclose, otherwise the stonemasons will get us. It's not the stonecutters. That's the fake Simpsons one.
Yeah. I'll just watch that episode. So basically, it's Germany, 1986 or 7.
86.
86. So it's still split with the Berlin Wall, and there's a brain surgeon doing some brain surgery.
Yeah, Dr. Kenzo.
Dr. Kenzo,
Tamara.
Is it?
Tamara?
Tenma,
sorry.
Tenma, yeah. Dr. Tenma. And basically, he's doing some surgery. It all goes fucking amazingly well.
What an opera singer.
He's an opera singer, yeah. Perfect. And as he's leaving, tell me if
Thank God the opera singer.
Yeah, the opera singer has to. Yeah,
that's when the weird handshake was.
I wouldn't think of any opera singers' names then. I was thinking of the guy who did the fucking Snowman, but he's an opera singer.
He's not an opera singer.
Ali Jones. Yeah. Ali Jones had his brain surgery. I can't remember. I think he has like a brain aneurysm or something. I can't remember why he suddenly. Anyway, so he does it.
Is it a brain thing? I didn't think
the guy just does brain operations. That's his whole thing. Yeah. He's a brain specialist.
No, because he had a.
It's all brain.
The other guy had a heart. The mayor had a heart thing later on.
The mayor.
The mayor of Boston had a heart thing.
Yeah.
No, he had a heart thing.
He's basically really.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Really, the difficult bits of surgery, not the easy stuff
he's
like
basically
hand
Doctor
and
Strange.
Foot.
He's Doctor Strange.
Yeah. Yes,
really.
He is. Yeah.
Yes.
Surgery goes well. Everyone says he's amazing, but as he's leaving the surgery, this woman starts screaming at him, going, "Rah, rah."
No, she's just crying. In the distance.
She's crying.
In the distance. He doesn't actually get that moment until later.
Yeah.
And then he goes back, and he's got like a banging wife.
No.
Emma Frost person.
She's awful.
No, she's awful, but she's banging. That's the thing. She's like hot, but she's like horrifically as a person.
I've been watching Married at First Sight. It's a terrible program. Don't watch it, but it's amazing at the same time.
Okay.
And one of the women in it is very similar. The whole time I just had the human face. This woman here, I'm sure she's a lovely lady, but from what the show shows her, she's just not fun and very. This woman, what the hell, Eva?
Right,
not from Metal Gear, but similar looking. Basically,
she looks like Emma Frost
from X-Men.
From X-Men, yeah, very much.
So basically, he's going out with this lady. He's engaged, and her dad is he's the head doctor,
he's
surgeon.
The director
of the whole hospital. Yeah, and he took all the credit basically when
he's
the
a piece of shit.
Yeah,
so anytime
everyone in this show, apart from Dr. Tenma, is a piece of shit.
Yeah,
and makes 100%. You want to give up on fucking humanity.
Yeah.
So basically, he goes for like a meal. He's trying to be all nice for his father-in-law.
Who's a meal?
And basically, he's like, "No, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Wait, no,
he finds out when he goes to the meal.
He has a little cuddle with his girlfriend. She's like, "Soon will be I'll be the director's wife." And then he goes back in for some surgery. And then she's what?
Oh no, because
he wants he was going to be the next director. Then he goes back in, and then that's when she starts hitting him because he sees her in the distance before, and then she starts.
This is before the meal.
This is before the meal, and then he's like, "God," and then she starts hitting him. And it's like, "If you have operated on my Turkish worker's husband."
Her husband was first in line.
Yeah.
And
he was meant to be in there for him, and then this opera singer freaking has a brain hemorrhage, and he's more important, apparently.
Yeah, exactly.
So the director, thinking his dad, is like, "No, you're not fucking."
And the Turkish guy dies, basically.
Yeah, the Turkish guy dies.
And he goes for
Dr. fucking Becker is shit at his job, and he can't do it.
Everyone's awful. So he goes for a horrible meal with his horrible wife, or soon-to-be wife, and she's like, "Guess something." When he basically tells it, "If I'd only help that guy. But I mean, they both could have technically maybe survived. But she's just like, well, some people are worth more than others. Eat some stupid food with a stupid face.
It was
hate her.
Steak.
I just wanted to...
It was very fancy.
It was very
cooked steak.
Lord Denethor eating the food while everyone's getting killed, and she's just like
less disgusting tomatoes rolling down his mouth. That bit, I can't even think about that.
So
anyway,
then he goes, and then she does she? I can't remember. She's
not. But she believes that people are better than.
Actually, you don't know which side.
No, is that not fascism? Believing some people are better than other people.
Well, it's just.
And then
it's not sociopath. It's sociopath.
No,
it's just horrible. Yeah,
it's just horrible. But communists.
Also,
with the other side of it.
I know I was alive at the time, but I wasn't really around Germany. I can't actually remember.
Well, you're not around Germany when you were fucking like 0 years old.
I was still alive.
When were you born? 1987. So you weren't alive at this point.
The Berlin Wall didn't come out until '89.
Yeah. Okay. So you were 2. So you weren't, funnily enough, just knocking around.
Hasselhoff was pushing me with a stroller along the top of the wall. And behind,
do you know what, Joe? We're going to destroy this wall just holding your hand.
But I actually can't remember what the... obviously, they have two different political opinions, but I can't actually remember
This is east. This is east. Dusseldorf's east.
East. Yeah, but I didn't know which side I'd what.
So this is the Russian side.
Russian side, yeah.
Soviet side, sorry.
But so then he has a meal with the father-in-law. He's haven't done this for a while. And he's just awful, and he's just going... Do you know what? I know you're trying to do this. You've got some new... He's doing some new... Not report, like a thesis on some bollocks.
Thesis?
He's doing some thesis.
He'd put this fucking hemorrhage in this dog or something. He said something to do with a dog.
It's like it's the 80s. He's experimenting on a dog to help people. It's fine.
Right. No, I guess that's fine. But I mean, like, it was just weird that he was like, yeah, I've already got this dog signed up. I've already put the brain fucking tumour in this dog's head. It's just like, right, cancel that, take that.
Well, no, because the dad's
just like, fuck it.
I've heard you've done all this work and it's looking really good. But do you know what? I've got this speech coming up. I think you should drop everything. We're going to stop all your funding and you're going to have to write me a speech for some fucking stone cutter's meal or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Speaking in front of the elves with a hat on or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, just in front of the boys. Like, it's just stupid.
No, I think it's probably on like a big, like one of those medical sort of.
Well, she does
like
that
the
job.
ones in Scrubs.
Yeah, it's the bit at the end of.
Do you know in Scrubs when Dr. What's his name? Kelso fucking makes JD write that thing, and then Dr. Cox gets.
It's the end of The Fugitive where the guy's doing the big speech in front of the big hall about new medical stuff. That's what it is. And then Harrison Ford comes in.
You almost got away with it, didn't you?
And I don't remember.
You lied about the.
No, I'm not.
Next week we're going to do.
No,
it's such a fucking good film.
I know, you say this every single time.
Every doghouse, hen house, outhouse.
I don't care!
This is the first 3 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway, he gets a call.
He gets
a call.
What is it? He's in a situation, where the guy makes it very clear that he has to do exactly what he says. He wants to, 1, marry his daughter, and 2, progress in the hospital. So, like I said with the opera singer, the dad is basically saying, my team did it all, even though really Dr. Tenma is shit hot and everyone else...
He's the surgeon everyone wants.
Yeah, and especially Dr. Becker is terrible.
Yeah.
And they're just on it. They're just basically riding him to the fucking over the hills and whatever.
Was he supposed to be? Do you think that was a bit of a play on Dr. Beaker from
the Dr. Beaker? Yeah.
From the Muppets?
No, but I feel like he's a great doctor.
The one that's like,
yeah,
that one. Anyway,
I was thinking Ted Danson, to be honest, but yeah.
Well, that was, what was he a doctor?
He was a doctor. He was called Becker as well.
He wasn't a doctor.
He was.
He wasn't a doctor in Cheers.
No, the TV show called Becker.
Oh.
It was a completely different character, but he was a doctor.
Oh, he was a doctor,
Yeah, I thought it was that.
Your blood pressure's too high, your cholesterol's through the roof.
So, he gets a page, and he's got a fucking...
Oh, sorry.
He's got a fucking... Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I'm going because I've... On the news, there's, not a dessert, so that's the wrong word. What's the one where someone comes over? So someone from the other side of the walls of families come over. A defector. Because apparently on the news it says, so-and-so from the political parties come over and living in this house. So it's a man, his wife, and his 2 kids. That's on the news.
Okay.
Which soon comes up.
Very important.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they go... So actually we cut to them going in the house where...
There's been gunshots at that house.
There's been gunshots in the house. And they go
Police
through.
Go in.
He's dead. Fucking G's
Wife's
dead.
dead.
Wife's dead. They go through... The little boy's half dead.
Shot in the face. Shot in the head, sorry.
Just like, kill. And then she doesn't say kill yet. But she was...
She's thinking
it.
Yeah.
You could tell she was thinking it. And then, then he gets a page and he's like, you better come over to the hospital. Little kid's going to die. And they talk about all the procedures.
And it's a really... the bullet's gone right through the middle. So it's a super...
And it's also pushing on an artery. And if they pull it out, it's going to hemorrhage.
Yeah.
And then he's going to be fucked. But...
I quite liked all the just going through the actual.
I liked a bit of that as well.
Workshop and just like going through the motion of what they actually have to. It wasn't just like I'll do brain things. Like he's he's obviously researched.
I'll do brain things.
I mean? Like,
don't worry, guys. I got this. I'll do brain
things.
But no, it was great. Yeah, you're right there. And anyway, so basically, but then he gets a call from that.
Well, he's literally set up with the kid in the. He's about to cut into the kid's head.
But then this prick's just like, no, what are you doing in here, you fucking idiot?
The dad.
Like he was gonna. No, it's not actually him. It's not the dad.
Oh no, but
it's another guy.
He has a phone
He's got the order
dad.
from the dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What are you doing here? Get out of here! You may be operating on the mayor. He's just had a fucking.
He's not even there yet. He's on the way.
No, they've got his CT scan, so he is there. He's just in the CT scan.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
So he is there. But anyway, so he's popping in. He'll be popping in momentarily, and so you got to do that surgery, and he's like, no.
Oh no, yeah, and
then he gets a call, and he's like, you better fucking do that surgery.
You're not marrying my wife.
Or you can't. Yeah. You're not marrying my wife. And then he gets the surgery, and then he basically just decides, and he's like, no, you know what?
They play it for a bit where you're like, oh, he's just going to follow orders.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, actually,
I'm not doing
fuck the mayor. That was the last thing I wrote. No, that's the last thing I wrote.
I was thinking,
just fuck the mayor, and he goes in. Because he realizes, obviously he has like flashbacks to the woman. It's like whose husband died, the Turkish guy. Like he's just being messed around.
It's not about who it comes. Yeah,
it's not about their status or money. It should just be whoever comes. Basically, whoever's there first and who's in the most need. And this kid's they very well clean the kid's head because he's just got a hole in his head.
I was like, how is that not bleeding?
Yeah.
Also, he had a really good blood pressure. His blood pressure and his vitals were all completely fine. And I was like, surely he'd be a little bit lower.
Yeah, but it's like one of those ones where I know someone got like stabbed a knife through the back of the head and it like came out the front.
Yeah.
But just because it had missed certain bits, now he had like a speech impediment or something. But he actually survived.
Right. Okay.
But you can imagine, you think, well, you're dead clearly. Like, how would he survive?
No, that's the thing. But like, so maybe actually. The mayor was actually good.
Mayor?
What do you mean? How do you say it? The mayor? The mayor. No, I say it like American.
I say mayor like a horse.
The mayor.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was that one.
That was basically it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to watch more. This whole week, I wanted to watch more, but I didn't want to know.
You wanted to watch more of this one?
Yeah. Well, we'll go later. But basically, for some reason, they not murdered the girl. The girl's just left there.
No, sorry, we've missed this bit. The girl's in a gurney next to just near the thingy, and she's just tied. I don't know if she's tied down. She's got a drip in her arm, and she's just saying the word kill over and over again.
Kill, yeah, and she's obviously as you would be, really affected. But she was right there.
I think she's the killer.
I did kind of think that.
I think she's like a sleeper agent, and that's why she's like, kill.
Because it must be something to do with. I don't think it was just a robbery. It was obviously because the guy defected over.
Yeah.
So unless she's a sleeper agent, she's just been switched on.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then he's got to take out the bullet, not the bullet.
The girl.
No, I think he's going to take the girl, but then the girl's going to have an evil thing. And he's got to like operate on her and take out the thing in her head.
If I was making like sleeper agents, like for that specific thing, I'd go right, kill your family, kill your brother, whatever, then top yourself, because then there's no strings.
Instead of you just being like kill. No, but then she's got a little gun in her hand. She's got a little gun.
She shot everyone else.
Like, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I guess.
Obviously, it might not.
But then
be
they're going to know that it's not a robbery and there's sleeper agents around.
No, because it's like a murder-suicide or something, or
a murder-suicide from a child.
Yeah, I feel like I have to cut out suicide, so I don't know. I'll say murder-suicide.
I don't know if we ought to say murder.
So I know people always say like not be alive in Minecraft, or whatever. I always hear.
No, people do that. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be hitting on any kids though with this monster show. No. I don't think kids are watching Monster. Anyway, kids might be watching though. Is Bocchi.
Bocchi,
I like
Bocchi, The Rock.
Bocchi. I just put Bocchi.
I'll be honest, all of Monster was essentially grey. Even the blood looked pretty grey. So this is the complete opposite. This is very new. This has just come out like a month ago. I don't think it's even finished the run yet. It was
I really liked this one, to be honest.
This was basically about a girl called Hitori.
Yeah.
Which means in Japanese one or alone. If you go, Hitori means, and I think obviously that was purposely done because she's a very lonely girl. Lonely, but also very like not recluse. Yeah, kind of reclusive.
Do you think that she would have been that lonely if she wasn't called
that? Yeah. Did they? Maybe it means something else, and maybe it means that maybe it's quite a common name. I don't know.
Like Yes Bird.
What's Yes Bird?
Like I don't know. Hi Tori. Because Tori's.
Well, Tori. But Hitori's like Hitori Futari.
No, I know. It's taking them too apart.
It's like who's Yes Bird?
Yes, but
it's been so long. But yeah, so she's what the word I'm thinking? Not an anxious girl, but what's someone you're quite
she's introvert.
Introvert.
Yeah, she's a very introverted person, and I feel like this show was built for introverts, definitely, because there were so many really funny jokes and funny little bits in there that were quite quite good social. I don't know. I was watching it and I was like, that's funny. That's a bit like me. That's a bit like me.
She sees someone playing guitar on TV and she's sort of like, fucking hell, that's what I'm going to do. Mm-hmm. And then she just locks away in a room for 3 years.
Well, because the guy says, I was that kid in the back of the classroom that no one spoke to, and she was like, that's me. Yeah. And I was like, that's me.
Yeah.
And then basically she decides, and she goes away and she's like, hey Dad, can I borrow your guitar? And then when they show the silhouette of this guitar, right, and I'm like, oh, it's a shitty looking acoustic. She picks it up. It's a fucking gold Les Paul.
It's Black Beauty.
It's not a Black Beauty because it doesn't have 3 pickups. It doesn't have 3 humbuckers.
Custom.
No, I think all Black Beauties have 3 humbuckers.
No, yeah, with 2.
Okay.
Well, anyway, I might be wrong, but
I thought it was. Anyway.
Right. Sorry, I just remembered I had a Les Paul just at the table, so I thought it seemed silly not to put on the table.
But anyway, if you had this and your little kid went to you, hey Dad, I'm going to just go and fuck around on your guitar for a little bit, I don't think you, Joe Myers, would be like,
I pretend in my head I'm like, yeah, of course I would,
but I don't think you'd be like, oh yeah, just go and mess around with Les Paul and put the strap on without ever putting a strap on before and checking and making sure everything's okay. No, that thing's getting dropped.
For some reason that had been bought for her. Like, I think I must have turned away from it or something.
No, it's his one. She's like, oh, can I borrow your guitar? Oh yeah, the parents just be like, how much money do those parents have?
I was going to say, because you chuck in a grand easy, like,
yeah.
Fast forward to 3 years, and I'll be honest, I've been playing guitar for years. I'm pretty shy. In 3 years, she got very fucking good.
Yeah, you were good in 3 years. You were that good in 3 years.
Right. Yeah, she's very quick.
You practiced she's very quick. The thing is, she plays 6 hours a day.
Yeah, I know.
You had friends. Yeah. You went out.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so she got fucking shit hot. And she also played younger than you. She started younger than you as well.
Yeah.
But she got fucking hot. And basically, but she didn't accomplish any of her goals that she set out to do. Of the reason why she started playing guitar.
Yeah.
Because she didn't join a band and she's not spoken to anyone. She doesn't have any friends, which is the reason why. But she has got 30,000 followers.
I'm sorry, yeah. So she's, was it Rock
really
Hero?
Big. She's called Guitar Hero.
Guitar Hero, yeah.
Those classic
on YouTube,
games.
Yeah.
And
so she dresses rock. She wants people to think she's in a band kind of. We
went through a moment where she went through and sort of showed her memories of what she tried to do, like putting CDs out, and pretending.
Yeah. So I ran out of it. I was into it in writing notes. I'm trying to remember it. It seems like forever ago.
I've written introverts, and then wants to play guitar, and then my girlfriend wrote, Mark giggled too much to write anything. Because I was just enjoying the show. So I've not really written it. But anyway, so she wants to play. So she turns up one day. She's got this other idea.
Sorry, no one knows that she is this guitar hero.
The thing. Oh yeah.
No one really speaks to her even in the lesson.
Because she don't give a shit.
She gets all like dressed up in a rock stuff, and she's just sat in class, and no one even says hi to her or anything.
But she decides finally the thing she's going to do is she takes this guitar in because that's the classic thing, so people can see the guitar.
Yeah, and ask you about it.
Because she was reading about her. See, there's not really a lot to say about this one because it's quite day to day and it's quite just like her just discovering.
A lot of it's like just
her trying
internal stuff.
Things.
It's just stuff happening. It's not like there's major story beats apart from the end.
But she basically is just trying to find someone to play guitar with and a band to play with. She takes the guitar to school, and luckily, while she's walking home, a drummer, comes up and finds her, and then goes, "Hey, do you want to come and play this gig in 5 minutes?" Which is really
happens to everyone.
Yeah, like you don't even.
She's never played in front of anybody.
Guitar,
like she never played in front of anybody.
Yeah, you've got a guitar, you've got the look, but I don't know. Anyway, and then they say then she plays guitar, and although they're really big fans of Guitar Hero, they think she's shit because she can't jam well.
Well, that's the thing. You can be technically very good, but then in a band situation, it can be completely. Also, you shit yourself. I was thinking. Because obviously you've played in bands as well. Do you know when you're like, especially day one when you're meeting people and go, oh shit, I have to play something in front of people. It's terrifying.
Cool. Yeah.
So I sort of got
it. Especially not like when you've not all like sort of played together and started and then sort of branched off. And
if you grow together, it's different. But if you can play crazy technical stuff, but if that's not the kind of music people want to hear, really,
it's difficult.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. Like, so I felt, I was thinking, this is the Roadhouse. This is that little venue. It was all like bringing back memories of being young.
But this one was a really weird one. Anyway,
it was like in the middle of the day. It felt like a really early time to be playing. And
no, which one was that? Oh, this one. When
they go to the venue, it's like they practice next to the venue, like in the room next to the actual stage.
But the thing is with this though, I went into Mandrake and there was a band, a girl
Yeah, it was singing.
band playing,
Yeah,
and I was like, well, this is weird. And they were all just sort of like having a jam, and there was a stage over there, and this was I can't remember which one this was.
I remember the one with the singing, but it might be in Osaka. I can't remember. There's one where it had the downstairs.
Yes,
like
it was in Osaka. Yeah, it was in
like
Osaka.
A cave.
Yeah,
go
yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, but downstairs was a cage, so I was like thinking maybe that might be it. It might be just like people playing in like a shop or whatever. But anyway, it was a very odd time. But she's shit. But they just decided to keep her in the band anyway.
But what don't they? Well, she plays. Yeah.
She plays
the box on her head.
Shit. And so they decided to put her a box on her head, and then she plays the whole gig with a box on her head.
Which must be terrible.
Yeah.
Also, they don't sing. There's no singer. It doesn't seem to be.
But
and also, it doesn't really show.
We know who the singer's going to be.
I don't know.
It's the redhead girl that went guitar.
Oh, I don't remember.
There was like a bit where she saw her from across the school, and she goes to school with her, and she saw her from across the school, and she was like, she's got a guitar.
Wait, when was the bit with the fake credits that got me? Was that before the gig?
Oh yeah,
I think they go she's shit, and then the end. I completely believe. I was like, that sounded about right. Like that was.
Yeah,
that was 20 minutes.
but I fully was like, that's about 20 minutes as well. But then there was like another 7 minutes to go. Anyway, and then they do the gig, and I really enjoyed this. I can't really say I enjoyed it a lot more than Monster.
See, I think I wanted because I really enjoyed Monster because it was quite dark, and I was more interested. And I think this was a bit too far the other way, where everything was lovely about it. The animation was really good and fluid and nice.
Yeah.
But I kind of maybe it was a bit. I think because I just literally watched that and then I watched that, it was a bit too. It was just nice. It was nice, but I wasn't. There's no stakes, but I suppose it's just it's a nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. It kind of gave me those high school girl vibes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? With the same thing as that, it's kind of like day to day, just people just kind of getting along and having social interactions instead of something that's like. The morality and ethics of fixing a small
I thought of K-On!
Or a thingy.
Remember we watched that?
K-On!
So that was the girls in high school starting a band.
Oh, yeah.
Because I remember they play and the girls are like, oh, we're terrible. Like, I remember it was quite sort of similar. I liked it. It was just fine. I think it was just, especially because I'd watched that Monster, it was just a little bit too far the other way. Yeah. Where I was like, oh, this is really nice and happy, but Monster sort of bummed me out a bit. But at the same time, like, what's going on with this kid's brain? Like, what's the dad going to say when the operation's done? Is the mayor going to die? Like, I don't know.
Okay.
See, I like it.
That
was just Columbo at the start. I was like, okay, here's the situation. Where is this going to go?
What I couldn't understand is like, okay, so we need to take out the bullet. Why couldn't you just like jump between the surgeries and just gone like, okay, right, you guys, Dr. Beaker,
just wiping off the stuff.
Dr. Beaker, you handle this shit for 5 minutes. Get all the fucking shit prepared for me. I'm going to take out that bullet. Take out all the bits of cranium and shit that are smashed in there.
Oh yeah, they did mention
because they kept talking about all the procedures they're going to have to do, how long it's going to take. But then he should just like go through. Right, I'm popping off. I'm going to go back to the thingy.
Like tag team.
And they should have just like opened him up and been like, right, the heart's here. Are you ready to prepare the heart? And they should have then done all things. What's that? That sounds like a honey badger's coming in.
It does
sound like a honey badger's like scratching at the door.
From what little I know about operations on TV, they do take like fucking 8 or 10 hours, or sometimes more.
Yeah. Let's get onto this business.
I think if the hospital were like, we actually give a shit about this kid, but they didn't.
No, yeah, that's it. Yeah,
so I think maybe the hospital want the kid dead. Maybe there's more behind it.
They want him dead.
You know what I mean? Like maybe.
Oh, maybe he's going to be like, my sister did it.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh no.
Actually, it's this political guy, or it's fucking someone else. And maybe that's the thing. If they cared, they probably would have gone, yeah, well, let's try and do this all at once. We could do this. But everyone's like, no, fuck that kid.
They were like,
oh no, because the mayor was going to invest in the hospital.
Yeah,
it's all money.
Yeah, it's all dollar.
Mark, you can see it's all.
It's all money.
Money.
It's all money.
It says it right there.
It's all money. Joe's got it. I think he's worked it out.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
But
he understands the system. So I think for this one, it's probably going to be a draw because I liked Bocchi and the other one was too depressing, whereas you thought Bocchi was too happy. And
no, I can't fault it. It did everything it should have done but I wasn't in the mood for it. It's probably the better way of saying it.
And I probably am the same, but just the opposite side way, for thingy. Like it didn't do anything wrong. It had some quite cool music. So I think for this episode, it's a draw.
It's a draw, but both. Good. I don't think you'd make a mistake watching either of these. Oh, no. Sorry. So Monster's on Netflix and Bocchi's on Crunchyroll.
Yeah, enjoy.
Also, I suppose mention it. Last time we did Chainsaw Man versus what was it? Ninja Time. Itoki no Ninja or Shinobi.
Can you remember?
Yeah. I wasn't the biggest fan of Chainsaw Man after the first episode, but you know what? I finished the whole series. It's actually really fucking good. Much better. But get past like episode 7 or 8, it really goes like a whole other thing where you're like, oh fucking hell. So it's actually good. Even though it's one of those kind of hype things, everyone's like, oh, Chainsaw Man's amazing. And you're like, I bet it isn't. And then at the start, it wasn't really that good. And by the end, I was like, I can't wait for season 2. Like, fucking bring it now.
Bring it now.
I've not watched any more of Ninja Time. What the fuck?
But did Ninja Time get your vote?
No. I think we were both a bit like, we were very drawing. We were a bit like, no, they're both all right, but they're not great.
Okay.
But yeah, that was Versus. So it's a draw. Sorry for wasting your time.
Yeah,
and we'll see you later on. Goodbye.
Bye.